as Reading enter the fray. Game at Reading last season ended 2-1 to Manchester United. Leah Galton, who scored in that game, missing that chance in the first half. There was an own goal as well from Millie Turner to level things up. She is on the Manchester United bench. And Hayley Ladd, who is also amongst the substitutes, got a late winner in that game. Grace Maloney looks like she's leading the conversation amongst her teammates. So Manchester United will get this second half underway, leading by that Kirsty Hansen goal to nil. They made a very strong start to last season, 45 minutes away from beginning this campaign with a win as well. Toon. Valier. So much of Manchester United's play has come down the right flank. We haven't really seen too much of Ona Ballier. Mannion. Excellent burst that. Well, she has been hugely impressive, Hannah Blundell, tonight. Obviously, there was sadness that Lauren James left. Such a wonderful player and a real part of the United fabric, but Blundell showing that they've got themselves a pretty handy player in return for James as part of that deal that saw Lauren James go to Chelsea. Hansen turning into trouble there. And they were just saying that that might have been a foul by Rachel Rowe. Does have a reputation for not stopping running throughout the game, Rachel Rowe, and ran into Hansen there. Mike Riley, the head of the Premier League officials, casting his eye over Abigail Byrne's performance. Deanna Cooper. It's beyond Bryson, but picked up by Harding. And straight out of play from Maloney. Earps has given that straight to Harding, who's also presented it straight back to Torresdotter. Bayer, Torresdotter. Toon came short, and now the ball is sent long for Galton to chase. She'll get there as well, Galton. Zelem urged to shoot, and does. That's a free kick. Rachel Rowe standing her ground well. Last season was one to remember for her. Midfielder started the campaign on the bench, but really proved her worth and became a regular starter. Ended up top scorer last season from midfield. She can play either defensive or attacking midfield. She's covered at right back as well. Another of those Welsh internationals at Reading. I'll be hoping that they don't have to rely on her to be the top scorer this time around. No Natasha Dowie in the squad for Reading this evening. 33-year-old England striker will hopefully make them look a bit sharper going forwards, because they've not really offered too much so far. They're asking for a penalty in there. Don't get that. Do get a chance to have a go at goal. It's off the bar. Well, it was all happening there. Lovely floated ball in from Lily Woodham here. And while they were focusing on whether or not there should have been a spot kick, Brooke Chaplin picked her spot and wasn't a million miles away from levelling the scores. Well, that angle suggests that the ball did go over the line. Brooke Chaplin hit this ever so well. Thought that she was slightly out with her placement. That would suggest that she was spot on, but hasn't got her just reward. Don't think you can really blame the assistant referee for not being able to give that. But that's put a bit of a spring in the step of Reading now. Chaplin leading the charge. Try to lay it off for the run of Eichland. It's better from Reading. Well, it certainly looks as though it was over the line. But she's the only person that could have realistically given it. Well, a let-off for Manchester United then, with Chaplin's effort crossing the line, but not being given as a goal. Johnson after this. Balia. Nicely done by Toon. And then the hit is in magnificently. Olabalya with a beauty to double Manchester United's lead. It's her first goal for the club, and what a way to score it. Suggestion that there was an offside against Galton. Lovely give and go between Toon and then Balya. And this strike from the Spaniard was a screamer. The first Spaniard to play for Manchester United women has her first goal for the club as well. It could and should have been 1-1, and instead it's 2-0. Well, Reading could have cause for complaint towards both of the assistant referees. Helen Edwards for not flagging for Brooke Chaplin's effort going over the line, and Lisa Rashid for not flagging at the other end that Leah Galton was offside. Manchester United set to get off to a winning start then. They began last season in formidable fashion, unbeaten in their first 10 games. They won 8 of them, topped the table on the night of their 10th match, but then they fell away spectacularly, losing 5 of their next 12, which saw them finish 10 points adrift of Chelsea. Well, I wonder if word has got to her about that earlier strike from Chaplin. Torres-Dottir. Oops. Blundell. Ooh, risky. Torres-Dottir's there in the nick of time, but Reading have it anyway. Chaplin. In from Eichland. Peplow. Rowe. Here's Bryson. But Chaplin crowded out. Now it's Galton. Barisa. Rose done well and has released Natasha Harding. Harding's ball was into a good area. Eichland collects. Reading throw. Marisa concedes the corner. She was a key part of the Norway squad that reached the quarter-finals of the last Women's World Cup in France. Started all 5 of their games at the tournament before they were beaten by England in the last 8. Spent the majority of her playing career in Norway and Sweden before moving to the WSL. Biggest name out of the batch of summer signings that have been brought in by Manchester United. Harry's trying to make a nuisance of herself. But it's behind for a goal kick. Torresdotter. Good strength again from Rachel Rowe. Well, Reading have played higher up the pitch in the second half. They've had more of the ball in United territory. Belted upfield by Cooper. Cut out by Blundell. Rowe. Marisa intercepts. Mark Skinner says that Marisa has been very quick to adapt to the English style of play and to incorporate the type of game plan he wants to see from her with and without the ball. Said that speaking to Maria Torresdotter helped convince Marisa to make the switch to Manchester. Aoife Mannion, who made the switch across Manchester, joining from City over the summer. Plenty of Champions League experience for Mannion, having played in the competition with both City and Birmingham City. Long road back from an ACL injury. She spoke about the rehab that she did in her parents' garden. So, like everyone, she felt that she's a different person coming out the back end of the pandemic, and she's always grateful to have time on the pitch. Galton. Hansen will get there. Bayer. Aoife Mannion swings it long. All the way across for Balliet. Bryson avoids the corner, but concedes the throw. Oh, she's asking for a free kick. Now, she was named United's Players Player of the Year last season. Anya Bhatia. Forwards from Blundell. I've seen a bit more of Manchester United on the left in this second half, when it was almost always going down the right in the first period. Zellem's pass. Zellem again, could have gone over there. Elisa's pass was handy. That's a good ball as well, and Leah Galton was always going to struggle to try and direct that one on target. I think she was offside anyway. So the first change of the game is imminent. In fact, it looks like being a double change for Manchester United. So, Ella Toon is going to depart with Martha Thomas, her replacement. And Jackie Groningen is the other introduction for the home side, belatedly. Once she's taken her rings off. Confirmation, Groningen on for Staniforth. Valier. Galton. Midway through the second half then, Manchester United in charge, but have had a bit of fortune to get themselves into this position. Hansen couldn't quite get away from Gemma Evans. Blundell. Look at the Reading bench, and they've only actually got 5 outfield players to call on, and a couple of those have been promoted from the academy in Layla Lister and Ella Wild. But it is an experienced campaigner they're going to bring on in Gail Gion. That's a good pass, and it came all the way through to Thomas. Early sight of goal within minutes of her introduction. Martha Thomas again. They finished their preparation for this season with a friendly against Brighton on Saturday, did Manchester United, playing out a 1-1 draw at Loughborough University. It came after victories over Aston Villa and Rangers. So certainly confident coming into this season opener. set to continue that form. Looked like a foul to me, and Abigail Burns minded to award the free kick Hansen's way as well. So, Jeon Geul who joined the club a year ago from Bristol City, the South Korean international, is the substitute. Reading are readying. It's as though Vilda Barisa has taken responsibility for this free kick. Normally the skipper Zellem delivers all the set pieces. Here she is, Zellem. Tried to catch Reading out with that move. And it goes again. It's a risky decision from Harries, but she's got the free kick. So it's the skipper, Natasha Harding, who is withdrawn, a winger for a forward. They need goals, and Gail Jeon has scored plenty of them for her nation. 38 for South Korea. Second highest scoring women's player of all time for the country. But she's yet to score for Reading since joining the club a year ago. Here is Jeon. Chambers and her staff are hoping to prove those wrong who think that a mid-table finish is the ceiling for Reading. As Jeon immediately throws herself into action. Delivered here by Harries. But in order to try and improve on those regular mid-table finishes, Reading will need to start converting more of the types of chances last season that they failed to take. They consistently struggled to break opponents down. They drew 9 of their 22 matches, which was more than any other WSL side by a distance. Rachel Rowe, their top scorer, with just the 5 goals, and their keeper, Grace Maloney, their player of the year. So they could do with getting Deanne Rose up and running as soon as possible, the Canada star. She is on the bench for them this evening. Harries, nicely done. Taken well by Rowe. Chaplin. Oh, and they were queuing up in there. And the introduction of Gail Jeon has just given them an extra something. Not seen enough from Amelie Eikeland. She got 3 in 16 games last season, the Norwegian international. One of her goals last season coming in a draw against Manchester City. Bryson. It's a handy-looking ball in. Chaplin got up well. Cronin. Nice feet. Thomas. Cronin. Worked on here for Galton, but too much on it. Quarter of an hour to play then, and a third switch of the game. Alessia Russo will be introduced. That's an attack-minded change with a forward player coming on. And one of the new signings gets a good hand on her debut in Vilda Berisa. That was a little bit light. Arjun Sherrick, the women's assistant coach at the England setup. Plenty of talent for him to cast his eye on. Mannion. Here goes Thomas. Joined from West Ham United over the closed season. Trying to grab her first goal for the club. Seven in the box to aim for, and the header is wide, but it came off a Reading head last. Take two then for the corner. Lost out. Neatly done by Balia. Reading finished last season in 7th after a bit of a rotten run of form at the back end of the campaign. They won just one of their last 8 fixtures in the league, so gonna continue that poor stretch into the early stages of the new campaign. Tough start to the season for Reading as well. Next up for them, they have a home game against Arsenal. But they will then get their first taste of having home support back behind them, just as Manchester United have this evening, and they could be made to cheer more here, but Martha Thomas couldn't quite get her angle right. Rousseau into the final 10 minutes, and Manchester United looking for the knockout blow. Almost a self-inflicted wound here for Reading. Gronen, Torresdottir. Manchester United were the only team not to drop a single point from a winning position in the WSL last season. And looks as though they're going to continue that record on opening night this season. (2-0) to Reading here at Leigh Sports Village last term, 2-0 to Manchester United in the latest game between them at this venue. Torresdottir, Ballier, Torresdottir, a little bit wayward the pass. Peplo hasn't really been able to stamp her imprint on the game, as we saw her do a number of times for Tottenham last season. But no doubt that she will prove her worth throughout the campaign. Rowe. Rousseau, that was a good pass, but the flag goes up against Martha Thomas. Lisa Rashid, the official who flagged here. And she was a good yard or so off. Here is Thomas, and almost getting her goal on her debut. Pretty much all her own work as well. Did well initially to keep her footing after Bryson came across. Not quite enough whip on the effort. Risky again, as Reading seem intent on continuing to play out from the back. Well, she's still going to stay positive despite this result. Kelly Chambers said that looking at the upcoming campaign as a whole, they've been given a real boost by moving their training base to Bearwood Park, where the men's team and the academy train. She says that the facilities have really helped the standards of professionalism go up a notch, and that they're going to be playing their home fixtures at the Select Car Leasing Stadium for the second season running. Also without a few of the summer additions that she's also confident will help to improve their potential to finish higher in the standings this season. Can they give themselves hope of getting something late on? Well, not with that pass from Emma Harries. Chambers said that Natasha Dowie is a huge signing. Needed that prolific goal scorer to tuck away the opportunities that they have created. You wonder when she will get a chance. Maybe just a question of fitness being the issue. Bit of a surprise to see her named on the bench. In fact, Deanne Rose today, because Kelly Chambers was saying that she needed a little holiday after her exertions at the Olympics. Wouldn't necessarily count a trip to Manchester and the Lee Sports Village as a vacation. We're chasing. Katie Zellum has been full of praise for the new manager. Mark Skinner says that she's got nothing but positive things to say about what he's done so far. He's created connections between all of the girls already and has very, very quickly stamped his mark on the side. Can they rubber stamp the win? Well, there's an opportunity perhaps here. Groenen. She's capable of a finish from distance, but that wasn't her best work. Kirsty Hansen amongst the impressive performers, but there have been a number of them for Manchester United. Her goal setting them on their way. Hannah Blundell was very impressive in the first period. We saw a bit more of Onabaya in the second half, and she got her goal in fine style. Tidy debut from Barisa as well. Reading, meanwhile, will return to Berkshire, stewing, I'm sure, about the Brooke Chaplin effort that crossed the line but wasn't given. And then the offside that Leah Galton looked guilty of in the build-up to Manchester United's second goal. But it's the same old problem for them, a failure to convert chances. Three additional minutes then. Manchester United are next in action away at Leicester City, and then at the end of September they are involved in a tasty showdown when they face Chelsea. Ballier. Clean sheet on her Manchester United debut within touching distance for Aoife Mannion and Hannah Blundell, two of that back four featuring for Manchester United for the first time. It has been 583 days since fans were back here to see the Manchester United women's side in action. That should be the keeper's, and wasn't, as Maloney misjudged. Mannion. Free kick for the challenge on Groningen, with the 3 additional minutes now up. Zellem knocks it short. Ballier floats it in, and Maloney gathers. Manchester United off to a winning start under Mark Skinner. They had a bit of luck on their way to the 3 points, but overall were the better side. A new era for Manchester United begins with 3 points on the board. Kirsty Hansen's superbly taken strike in the first period, followed up by a brilliant Ballier strike to double United's advantage. Full time then, Manchester United 2, Reading 0.